I am going to give you my lesbian reaction to a recent interview on Candy Burris's podcast. And she interviews Tami Roman. And Tami Roman is a reality actress and singer. And she's been on shows like The Real World and Real Housewives of Atlanta, if I'm not mistaken. But she has a daughter that is in this interview with her. And according to this interview, Tami Roman, who is the mother, she basically reveals why she will not let her daughter invite her girlfriend to her graduation. And I'm going to do my lesbian reaction. And I want to say a special shout out to Gay Magazine, as they did post this interview, some of the excerpts of the interview. So that's what I'll be going over. And I will pause and stop and start. That way I can provide my lesbian reaction. I am Giselle Wallace, certified gay life coach and author. I provide my lesbian perspective. Thank you for tuning in. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel, like and share this video, and make sure you follow me on my social media. I'm on YouTube, I'm on Instagram, and I'm on TikTok, and I'm also on Twitter, which is now called X, and my handle is at Giselle A. Wallace. Thank you. And I am going to go ahead and listen to what this mother, Tami Roman, says about why she won't allow her daughter Jazz to bring her girlfriend to her graduation. And in quotes, it says, "I'm uncomfortable."
The last time I injected myself into her situation, I became the therapist. The girl was calling me, she's calling me. It was like a full-time job trying to get them to stay on track with their relationship.
It was overwhelming.
It was overwhelming.
But like, for instance, let me say this. I'm graduating, right? Getting my degree, and
she can't be in the
she can't be there.
She can't.
Do you get what I'm saying? My girlfriend can't be there.
Why? That's true.
Exactly. There's moments that my people have.
Hold on,
Thank you.
Tami.
Let's speak about it if we're gonna speak about it. Let's
Why
speak about
she can't
it.
be there?
And I knew not to even tell. I told her, but she knew. She was like, "Okay, I can't be there." Congrats.
With your other daughter,
Oh,
she's straight, right? Her boyfriend's in the past. Okay, she's never been allowed to bring her boyfriends around.
she would be.
She would be.
She would be.
And why is
Thank
what's the
you.
difference?
Because
All right, so I'm going to pause there. I was just looking at the daughter, Jazz, and she basically explained that she's about to get her degree. So she's obviously in college or university, about to graduate. This is one of the most monumental moments of her life. And she shares that she cannot bring her girlfriend to the graduation. And why not? Because her mother, Tami Roman, won't allow it. Well, we're going to find out more details why not. However, just already hearing what I'm hearing, it sounds like the mother is already showing favoritism between her two daughters. Because shout out to Candy Burris, she called out the mother because she asked a very important question. She said, okay, you have another daughter who is straight, meaning her other daughter is heterosexual. And she's had boyfriends, and her boyfriends were able to come around the family and come around events. The mother, Tami Roman, allowed that. But with her daughter, Jazz, because she has a girlfriend, because she's in a same-sex attracted relationship, she can't bring her girlfriend around. And then she's keeping her girlfriend from coming to her graduation. This is probably favoritism between the two daughters. But I also think this is Tami Roman being homophobic. She more than likely doesn't agree with her daughter being in a lesbian relationship. And clearly this is upsetting to Jazz, the daughter. I can tell she's laughing, and you see how she's laughing and whatnot, but I can tell she's very uncomfortable and she's very hurt that her mother will not accept her in her relationship with a woman.
Thank you. I love it. Now we talking for what you did. You leaned in. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
I'm leaning in.
Let's talk about it.
Fair.
Because there's something called confirmation bias. And when people think like you think or appear to be how you are, you're more drawn to those type of people. So my daughter is a heterosexual female. Confirmation bias allows me to accept whatever situation she's presenting versus not really understanding this moment. And so I got to take a step back and figure out how it works for me and how I can be comfortable in that moment, because there's something called mental health that we have to be concerned about. And I got to be concerned about mine. Even though I'm trying to walk with her and love her, I still got to do what's right for me as well.
Okay, but you're not graduating. She is. So this is
She's
not
graduating.
Really about your life.
Okay,
it's about her life.
So to that I say,
but I have to pick. Now I'm in a position where I was never going to pick.
No,
I'm always going to pick my mom because that's
Confirmation bias is what Tami Roman says is her reason for not allowing her daughter Jazz and her girlfriend to be together at Jazz's graduation, her college graduation. She says confirmation bias is her reason why her heterosexual daughter was allowed to have her boyfriends come around and come to different events and family gatherings. It was fine. It was okay. It was no issue. But her daughter, Jazz, because she is in a lesbian relationship, the mother, Tami Roman, says that she has to look out for her mental health because she's uncomfortable with her daughter, Jazz, having a girlfriend. And Tami Roman calls it confirmation bias. And the way she broke confirmation bias down is, she said it's when you accept what is familiar to you, meaning that her heterosexual daughter who has boyfriends, she accepts her heterosexual daughter who has boyfriends because, well, Tami Roman is heterosexual and she can understand it and she can be comfortable with it, and she accepts her daughter who is heterosexual. And then she says that she has to look out for her mental health, meaning Tami Roman says she has to look out for her mental health because her daughter, Jazz, being in a relationship with a woman is affecting her mental health. This is the most despicable way of relating to your daughter as a mother. It's terrible. I can just see Jazz, like I say, she may be smiling and she may be laughing, but she starts to get more serious here, more of a serious expression. She even, in her body language, her head is down, Jazz, because I can tell she's hurt. She's hurt to hear her mother reject her. The pain that Jazz is experiencing is probably unimaginable. And I just want to say to Kandi Burruss, she's doing an excellent job as a host of her own show, because a lot of these podcast hosts or presenters, they never confront their guests when they say something that is biased or prejudiced or homophobic. I really don't like that because it's not really an interview when you just allow the guest to just speak, but you never confront certain things, because you have to be able to address certain topics and issues to get an understanding. And also, in some cases, it creates a breakthrough. And right now, I see that Tami Roman and her daughter, Jazz, they really need a breakthrough because there's so much distance. You can even see how Tami Roman, the mother, you see her body language. She acts like she doesn't even want to be sitting next to her own daughter. She acts like her daughter has a disease. Like, look how she's sitting. Like, her body language is almost like she wants to just move her chair all the way to the right, to the wall. She doesn't even want to be near her own daughter, Jazz, because she's a lesbian. It's really disturbing. It's disgusting. And she has the nerve to say that she has to look out for her mental health. If you notice, she never is concerned about her own daughter, Jazz's mental health. And another thing that I noticed in the beginning, when the mother says she has to interject in her daughter's relationships, meaning Jazz's relationships with her past girlfriends, and she called them situationships, or a situation. I noticed that you have to really pay attention to the words that these homophobic people and parents use. She called her daughter Jazz's relationships in the past with women as a quote situation. She doesn't use the word relationship. So that also tells you a lot about how distant and disconnected Tami Roman's relationship as a mother is with her own daughter, Jazz. It's terrible. It is absolutely terrible. And this is not confirmation bias, by the way, that Tami Roman has. Tami Roman, she said with her own mouth that she accepts her heterosexual daughter. But the quiet part that she didn't say out loud is, I do not accept my daughter Jazz because she is a lesbian. But the truth is, everybody in that room already knows that. They already know it and they hear it loud and clear. And Tami Roman is the only one who is concerned about her mental health. A lot of mothers like this who are homophobic, they're biased about their daughters being gay or lesbian. They like to be the center of attention. And in many cases, they do not like women. And what I mean by that is, I don't mean in the sense of being a lesbian, being romantically or sexually attracted to women, because Tami Roman is a heterosexual woman. What I mean is, a lot of heterosexual women who don't get along with women, many of them are very male-centered. They're very patriarchal, and they don't get along with women. So if a mother has a daughter, like in this case, and her daughter is a lesbian and the mother's heterosexual, as she already said, she has confirmation bias towards her lesbian daughter. If a woman doesn't get along with women, she more than likely doesn't get along with her own daughter. So how even more will she not get along with her daughter's partners who are female? Because when you are going through life, you won't stay with the same partner every time. You're going to date different women until you meet the right woman. And you can already tell that Tami Roman doesn't want to have to go through the process of her daughter Jazz dating women. She's not going to get along with her daughter Jazz's girlfriends because she has confirmation bias. In other words, she's homophobic.
It's a big
You don't
moment.
have to pick.
So
Let me
I
be
just told
clear,
her,
you don't
hey,
have
I'm
to pick.
graduating, but
You
you
don't gotta
cannot
pick.
come, but just
Because
you'll
I
see
don't
the
have
picture.
to come, and then you and your
You
baby
see?
girl
You
can
see?
go
It's
ahead
not
on and
right,
she
though.
can be
That's
there
what I'm
for you.
saying. I just
That's
wanted
not
to
right.
have
Because
that
I'm not going to make myself
yeah.
feel uncomfortable in any phase
Y'all don't have to
of
sit
my
together.
life. I am 55 years old. I'm not doing it.
Understandable,
And what
yeah.
I say about this moment is this girl just fucking got here.
Now that she did.
I've been
That's where
here.
I was.
Oh, it's new.
Yeah,
Yes,
it's new.
I've been here
Like
your
6 months
entire
new.
life.
That's why I
So
wasn't tripping.
I don't know if sharing this moment
Yeah,
and me
that's true.
trying to adapt and make you comfortable in a situation I'm uncomfortable in and acclimate to what you want to happen, and she not sharing this moment with her, and she not gonna be here for
Now,
a
that's
month.
true.
I don't know.
That's true.
So I'm not gonna do
me
it to
tell you
myself.
what.
So she cannot come, and I stand 10 toes down.
She
on
was
that,
never
Candy.
coming anyway. She didn't.
I stand on that.
You
I'm
sound
standing
like
on
my
business on that. I don't know if she even gonna be here. Just like
a big
you don't have
moment.
to pick.
So
Let
I
me be
just told
clear.
her,
You don't
hey,
have to.
This is very devastating. The mother is literally arguing with her daughter. Tami is arguing with her daughter Jess, saying, "Oh, you don't have to pick," meaning the daughter, she wants her girlfriend to be there at this special time in her life at her college graduation. Of course she wants her girlfriend to be with her. But the mother has already made the decision, your girlfriend will not be there. And so the daughter Jazz is like in this position where she feels like she has to pick. She has to choose between her mother and her girlfriend. No daughter should ever be forced into that type of situation. And so the mother, Tami, jumps in saying, you don't have to pick because I won't show up. So now the mother is being threatening, very selfish, by saying, I just won't show up at your graduation. So the mother, Tami Roman, just said, I'm not going to show up at your graduation if you allow your girlfriend to come. So this is a very controlling, manipulative mother. She's extremely homophobic. And if you notice, she said that she doesn't want her daughter to be comfortable. She says, I'm not going to go through all these changes and make my daughter comfortable because the mother wants to be comfortable. As I said before, she's very self-centered. She wants all the attention on herself, and she doesn't care about her daughter Jazz's mental health. The mother is very selfish. She's very homophobic, and I can tell that she has a very conflicting relationship with her own daughter. And Tami Roman started saying, I stand 10 toes down on the girlfriend can't come to the graduation. It's very upsetting. So I believe the mother clearly wants the upper hand, and her daughter's already an adult. So it's very strange. Do you understand this dynamic? Her daughter's an adult because she's graduating from college. So I know she's an adult, but the mother still is interjecting herself in her daughter's life, like she's controlling her daughter's life. And that's wrong. And as Candy Burris said earlier to Tami, she said, this is not your graduation. This is your daughter's graduation. So why should you be uncomfortable? Why should you be worried about it? And so Tami goes on and starts raising her voice and talking about she stands 10 toes down that the girlfriend can't come.
Like the last girl, hold please, just like the last girl that I tried to get to know, okay, and stepped outside of everything that I believe in to be a part of their situation. She's no longer here. But she was at my Thanksgiving dinner. She was around all the shit. I was
guys in the past that your other daughter have dated that are no longer here, but you were able to see, let them come around or whatever, and then they go on about their business and you move on. It's the same thing. I just seen the situation on Instagram.
The difference is my daughter.
This girl was mad because her mom didn't come to her graduation because her boyfriend was there. Something crazy.
The difference is my daughter doesn't. She treats me how a woman should treat her kids. Let me make sure this relationship is going to be lasting before I introduce you to my children. That's what every mother should do, right? Because I don't want a lot of people in and out of my kids' lives. Okay. That's what my daughter does with her mates. Let me make sure. Not you. It's like the last girl. Hold please. Just like.
All right, so there you have it, Candy Burris. I really appreciate her for standing up for Jazz and confronting Tami Roman, because Tami Roman is wrong. She is absolutely wrong. She goes on and just tries to make an excuse for why she doesn't think the girlfriend should be at the graduation, because she said that Jazz's past relationships with women, they didn't work out. They were there for different family occasions and they're no longer there. So what's the point of wasting my time with this new girlfriend and having her coming to my daughter's graduation? Do you see how selfish and controlling this mother is? She does not care about her daughter Jazz's happiness. And I hope that Jazz, I don't want to see their relationship deteriorate, but honestly, Tami Roman, she's already jeopardizing her relationship with her own daughter, Jazz. But I will say this, Jazz is going to have to create some distance between her and her mother if she wants to have a happy love life, because her mother is going to interject and she's going to have her confirmation bias. And she's going to make sure that Jazz, she's either going to force Jazz to be with a man, or she's going to make sure that her daughter becomes an old maid. Jazz will never be able to have a woman in her life if she allows her mother to keep acting like this, because her mother is very intrusive. She's very controlling. She's very selfish. She's very homophobic. And I believe that Tami Roman ran her other girlfriends off. Like, if you just notice how she says the other girl wasn't here that long, she was only here a month or 2 months or whatever. I don't even have to know the details. I guarantee you Tami Roman probably ran off every girlfriend that Jazz has ever had. Because if you notice in the beginning, when Tami Roman said that she always has to interject in their situation and it's a lot of drama, she says it's a headache. So What Jazz needs to do, she needs to make sure that she keeps her relationships as far as possible from her mother, Tami Roman, because Tami Roman is going to do whatever she can to destroy their relationship, because I'm sure she is the reason why Jazz can't keep a girlfriend. Yes, you have problems already on your own with your partner. That's life. You know, you live and you learn. But when you let other people from the outside make decisions for you, they will create chaos. And this is the scenario with Tami Roman and her daughter Jazz. And I think it is horrible that she is literally causing her daughter Jazz life to be miserable. Like, how do you steal such a happy moment in your own daughter's life where she's graduating from college and all she wants is her girlfriend to be there? But you're so standing on 10 toes, refusing for your daughter to enjoy a once in a lifetime moment. She's graduating from college and you don't care, because all you want is what you want. Tami Roman is homophobic. Tami Roman more than likely does not like lesbians. She does not like women, period. Like, she doesn't get along with women at all, whether they're straight or gay. I think that she's probably controlling her straight daughter too. I get the vibe that Tami Roman is the kind of person who lives vicariously through her children. Like, she just controls her children. And Jazz, she's going to have to definitely create some distance if she's going to be able to have a happy love life with another woman. And I just hope that she is able to have peace of mind, because her mental health should be priority. But right now, I don't know if Jazz is putting herself first, because she seems to still be tied to the umbilical cord of her mother. And in these kind of cases, I really think, you know, you have to get a therapist and a life coach involved, and it's so important. And the therapist and the life coach, she needs to be a same-sex attracted woman. And this is why I am a life coach. This is why I coach same-sex attracted people, because of issues such as this. They have to be addressed. They have to be processed. You have to work through them. You have to heal through them. In many cases, people don't. They just live in the chaos while lacking professional help and spiritual cleansing. I am Giselle Wallace, certified gay life coach and author. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel, like and share this video, and follow me on my social media handles at Giselle A. Wallace. Thank you.